Right, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to play Quake 64 on the Atari VCS, and pretty cool, So we'll show you that now, Yeah, so I love the Atari VCS, and it's pretty cool, I love it. So anyway, yeah. So first thing you want to do is go to Chrome. Yeah, I love the Atari VCS, and then so you go to Google, type in Quake 64 online free. Quake 64 online, just type that in and press enter. Now there's a bunch of sites here, but that play the game. But in my experience, the best one to play this game on is you see Retro Games Online. That one. No, not this one. Not this one. Now, if you want to use the keyboard, then any of these sites are grand. But there's one in particular that I find that is the best. That will allow me to use the Atari VCS controller, It's called playretrogames.com, See, a lot of these online emulators have retro game in their title, so it's hard to miss. It's easy to miss, But it's one of these anyway. Now this one here is Arcade Spot. Now look, I said any of these suites are awesome if you want to use the keyboard to play the game, but if you want to use the Atari VCS controller like I do, play retro games. It's here somewhere now. It is. Stop this order, but this is a good site as well, Now, you'll know if you're on the right side. You'll have a red yoke going down the side and a red banner going across the top. So this isn't it. So another way to find it, if you can't find it this way, is if you type in PS1 Doom online, right? So click that. Right, now see this one here, Doom, Sony PlayStation Play Retro Games. So this is the site, it's called playretrogames.com, So you go into that. Now see what I mean? It has a bunch of systems here on the left hand side and a red bar going across the top. So now this is Doom for the PS1, which is I love this site for Doom because it takes up the whole screen. But Quake, so you see the search bar here. Just go to that and see Quake. I've showed this before, so I know it works, So just click that, And you have Quake 2 for the N64, you got Quake 2 for the PS2, but Quake 64, here we go, click that, Like I said, the reason why I like this site the best, because all these games, not just the ones not just Quake 64 and Doom. See these games on the right hand side, like Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All these games we can use the Atari VCS controller. Now I just prefer playing games on a controller. Now, like I said, now on this site you can also use the keyboard if you wish, but I like using the VCS controller. So this site is called playretrogames.com, so this is Quake 64, so we just start the game. And skip the ad. And it's pretty cool, I love it, And this is the reason why, one of the reasons why you got an Atari VCS is we could play games from other systems like this, So it's picked up my Atari VCS controller. Just click this thing here, flashing, and the game will start, like, and you can go full screen if you wish. Now, now it's showing the frame rate up there, the top left hand corner. Now, if you're playing this for the first time and you want to set up the controller, grab the mouse and you see the keyboard icon, sorry, the joypad icon, click that, right? Now, this is awesome because this isn't a picture of an N64 controller. And now, we've done this already, so I don't have to do it again. Because at the bottom here, it says save, So, so for N64 games, see the stick here in the middle, that controls movement, if you know what I'm saying, the forward, backwards, left and right. So you press up, you click up and then you press up on the VCS controller, down and then down on the VCS controller, and then all the buttons. Now the N64 controller has more buttons than the VCS controller. So so for instance, like you won't be able to bring up the map, which is the only thing that will be sacrificed here. But all the main buttons, like this button here is the forward button. Now that's the Z button that's underneath the controller. So for that you can choose the A button or the Y button on the Atari VCS controller. It takes about 5 minutes to set up the controller, but you can set up any way you want. But once you have it all done, like the right shoulder button, left shoulder button, you go down to save, and you save settings for all N64 games. So like, not only for Quake 64, but any N64 game on the site, the VCS controller will be configured, if you know what I mean. So you don't have to keep doing it. You know what I mean? So pretty awesome. So I'm going to close this because look ahead, I've done all this already, and it's pretty cool. Now the best thing about this site is that it actually shows you the controller for the system, so you can see how the buttons are laid out, and that help you memorise what button does what. When you're setting up for the VCS controller. Now, most other online emulators don't show you the actual controller and what button does what, like, Most other emulators, it's just all text, like, and it's harder to figure out what button does what because, as you know, the N64 controller is different than the Atari VCS controller, but the VCS controller has enough buttons to make sure all the important stuff works, like jumping, opening doors, changing weapons, looking up, looking down, that sort of stuff. So like I said, the only thing that will be sacrificed is turn on the map, So because for some reason the D-pad on the VCS controller is not recognised, and the triggers, now for every reason, the triggers, they're not recognised, and if you press the triggers on the VCS controller while you're playing a game, it just messes up the whole controls. It sends your character just moving constantly in one direction, so I don't know why that happens, but that happens. So what I'm saying is, once you have the controller configured, don't press the triggers, because they're not recognised, So, but that's just the way it is. It takes about 5 minutes, and it's awesome, in my opinion. So, like I said, I had it done already, so I'm just going to close that and go full screen, and pretty cool, and yeah, so this is why I love the Atari VCS, so I can play games like this on it, pretty cool. Yeah, so we just want to make a quick video about that, like, Quake 64 on the Atari VCS. Like I said, like, you can use the keyboard if you wish, but if you want to use the controller, this is the site to go to, playretrogames.com, like, and it's pretty cool, Quake 64 is awesome. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good day. Take care and bye bye.